Hello again. One of the most scary things about Britain these days is the way that a single and narrowly defined set of values and beliefs is held by the majority of people, and anybody who dissents from these views is liable to be shunned, ostracised, or even arrested. We know, of course, that anybody opposed to homosexual marriage is regarded as a dyed-in-the-wool reactionary and homophobe. We know too that those who believe that men and women are fundamentally different and that they cannot simply swap sexes by making a declaration are called transphobic and seen as guilty of hate speech. Anybody who disapproves of abortion is at best horribly old-fashioned and most probably a male chauvinist who wishes to deprive women of the right to do as they please with their own bodies. People have been arrested in this country simply for expressing these views, arrested just for their opinions and spoken words. That's bad enough, but of course these days you can be arrested not just for saying things about homosexuality and abortion, but merely thinking the wrong way about these subjects. I mean, quite literally arrested for thinking about abortion in a way which runs counter to modern fashions. Consider a devout Catholic woman, 45-year-old Isabel Vaughan Spruce. In December, she was arrested in Birmingham for standing too near an abortion clinic and being unable to state positively to the police that she had not been praying. This is because a public space protection order was enforced around the clinic to prevent women going there from being intimidated or harassed. The police saw Mrs. Vaughan Spruce standing nearby and accused her of thinking about abortion and praying. I'm honestly not making this up. She told them that she prays a lot and she couldn't possibly say that she had not been silently offering a prayer to the deity, and so she was arrested and charged with breaching the public space protection order. When the case came to court, the magistrates promptly threw it out. In March, she was arrested again, and once more because the police suspected her of praying in public. I'll give a link in the description to this video to this extraordinary case. It used to be against the law in the Soviet Union to pray to God, but I never expected to see it happening in this country. A real offence, of course, is that she disapproves of abortion, and in modern Britain that's on a par with racism or homophobia. Most people in London were seemingly dead keen about the coronation recently, which is fine. Some, though, do not support the monarchy and wished to let their feelings be known publicly. They didn't actually do anything. They were wearing T-shirts with the slogan, "Not My King," and some turned up at Trafalgar Square on the day of the coronation with placards bearing the same message. Just before the coronation parades began, the government rushed into force a new Public Order Act, and this gave the police the power to arrest people who didn't support the monarchy without those people actually having done anything. Some were arrested for conspiracy to commit a public nuisance and others for breaching the peace. This was before a single slogan was shouted or any placards waved. They were arrested simply because everybody in central London yesterday supported the monarchy, and these people held a different view from the majority. This is Britain today, a country where unless you agree with what most other people think and say upon a whole raft of subjects, then you're liable to be arrested by the police. It really is that simple. Everybody loves the monarchy, so anybody who doesn't must be a dangerous troublemaker and dissident. Most people approve of abortion, and few people pray in the street. This means that if someone doesn't approve of abortion and is seen praying in the street, she must be taken into custody. In the 19th century, John Stuart Mill described this as the tyranny of the majority, and he thought that it was a very bad thing. He was right. It is a bad thing. I cannot personally understand this attitude, that simply because a man or woman holds views which differ from mine, I should wish to see that person locked up. I find it a most dangerous doctrine, and yet somehow we have slipped into this state of affairs, and the police are now behaving like those in Iran or China. What is truly terrifying is that most people seem to be quite content with such a way of life and see nothing wrong in people appearing in court charged with praying in public or disapproving of the monarchy.